Alright.
Here.
Excellent. Let me
Good luck, team.
close all these videos I have open. Alright. We are going to start the session with you all having with the recording has been started. I'm not muted. Excellent. With the 2 weeks after the events of the hunt for the trail, it's been a week after the Kaisera Bundan festival. You all have celebrated amongst Kai. You've all had some rest, some form of time to recover since the trail fight. And now Haruki has organized, seeing posters appearing all over Tajima that have been posted by Sea Legs and other members of the Garo community who have come to visit Tajima have came and hung up these posters for a festival, for the Oni-Ko festival, which has been hung, which is a festival coming up. I'm gonna ask everyone to roll me a history check except for Laurel. And I want to say just Laurel this session, as I think Laurel's the only person that's played in a previous run. So if everyone wants to roll me those history checks for me, please. As you have got aboard the Fish Fingers, or one of the many vessels that have been prepared by Sea Legs and the other the fleet of Garo's fishermen. As Haruki's organized all of Tajima a visit to celebrate and have some time away from the community. With all of you ferried across aboard the Fish Fingers, Captain Sea Legs, using his giant metallic vessel. Just give me a moment. The boat is a mix of metallic plate and of salt steel panels and Garo glass, shaped into fish fingers that peek across the lower decking. As the cargo has been replaced with seating for the Tajimeans to sit on the boat and drive to sail out on this hourly ride. As the waves are choppy and rough. The deep blue sea rocks up and down, but aboard the fish finger, the boat cuts through the ocean with no trouble. The motor whirring away as you are propelled forward. As the smell of salt water in the air, coats and covers the cherry wash from Tajima, as the smell of the Mela food of Garo is within sight. As Garo is within sight. The shrine tree construction frames and the last few tents fade away on the east as they are replaced by the hexagonal basalt pillars on the west that make up Garo Island. As the ship follows the channel south, it sails alongside the island at a distance and soon reveals the tiered skyline of Garo, with the city's gabled roofs, the castle looming high, the scaled patterns of the fishnet mall, and the handful of skyscrapers and volcanic power plants cut alongs against the pink and yellow evening skies. As the sound of the festival becomes clearer and clearer, fireworks erupting in the sky along the harbour road as lights dance throughout the streets, people cheering and singing, as you see lanterns painted with Oni and Rakshasa masks and flowers, along with Dia lamps, are sailing along the ocean outwards towards sea past your boat. As you see the fireworks dappling across the ocean, I'm going to go down the list and ask, how are you guys dressed? How are you guys prepared for the event? How are you feeling? And then I'm going to go over what your numbers were, what your rolls mean. As I'm going to start off with the lowest roll. Just give me a moment.
Oh shoot, there was a roll. I missed that.
Yeah, it's just a history check.
Oh, the history check. Okay. No, I got that. I did that. I thought it was like a pre-session one.
No, sir. Give me a second. Alright, we're going to start off with then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to start with Locksley being the someone of a different diaspora, of a different community. Locksley, you might not have ever heard of Oni-Ko, and you don't know what this particular you might not have a clue what this particular celebration is about. But although you don't know what it's about, you see all of Tajima has dressed up as they travel out, many with Oni and other yokai masks and Rakshasa masks made of wood, plastic, metal, all sorts, dressed up in grand saris, kimonos, and all sorts of spring festival attire. As how is Locksley dressed for the event? And although like there's a reason why you don't know what Oni-Ko is. Is there a reason why like maybe you decided to take part in the festival? Is it to learn? Is it to discover, to just be a part of the community? What's your reason for coming aboard?
Well, after the events of the Chirel, a festival sounded like a nice getaway. Just something to relax a bit with. Other than that, they're not dressed too typically different from how they usually do in the green and browns and warm foresty tones, but their clothes are clean, cleaner than usual, as they're not draped in like the residuals from the undergrowth. And they've brought along their mask that they bought at the last festival for the I can't remember which event that was.
Yeah, the Sari Lights, I believe. Yeah. Do you remember what that mask was like?
It was a wooden rabbit mask, so very similar to their own face, but
it's perfect.
Still a mask.
No, it's perfect. As with that in mind, Cupid, sorry, not Cupid, sorry, Chifu. Chifu, and everyone else would know. Other than Locksley would know this information. Oni-Ko is a celebration of the benevolent kami Oni-Ko, which means only with stars in their eyes. A legend of Shiraleo's past that has had their stories told through the Kiku Mukat no Kita, which means the song of the chrysanthemum crown. With your checks, specifically with all of you, you would know, but except for Locksley again. One of Shiraleo's cultural landmarks, the Kiku Mukat no Gita, is a story about a niyoh prince who is tasked with carrying the Kiku Mukat to the four Shiodokaru after being given it by the four aspects of the Shioka, the main pillars of the faith of Shionism, which is Shiraleo's faith. And on this journey, the Prince Shiodevata is given the assistance of several familiars and characters that help him on that journey with him across the divided lands. On one of them being, and most famously being the first, is Oni-Ko. As Chifu, how are you dressed? How are you feeling? And how are you taking in? How do you know of Oni-Ko? Do you know of it from the stories? Is it from your research of Shiraleo before you came across? Did you hear about it? Is it something that's crossed over to Nolani that you want to experience at the mainland?
Interestingly enough, this area is kind of close to our camp, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Garo is
cool.
the
Yeah, no, I love this.
closest,
Okay,
yeah.
so he's been curious about it because one of the methods he loves navigating is he's always had like mapped the different swells in the water, knowing that they lead to a location. So he's known and tracked. This must be the direction to Garo. These are the waves created by Garo, so his biggest interest is just going to kind of see where this destination that he's always kind of felt from the water that exists actually leads to, because he's never actually just sailed out to that location. So it's like it's a lot of curiosity of just like his favorite trade coming in, you know, his favorite trade having results, seeing the results of it.
Definitely is. You've made your own way, and in time for the festival, as like you would have probably you may have arrived when they were, because it's a week-long festival. It's over about 5 days. You might have arrived when they were setting up. You might have arrived when, like, while the others were hanging up posters still. Because although Garo isn't the main place Oni-Ko is celebrated in every major city of Australia. A lot of communities of the outer within the states, within the districts of the divided lands, like though the people of of Old Tajman probably would have went to Haido or Saraga when Oni-Ko is being celebrated. And like as you make your way to Garo, how have you prepared for the festival? Have you brought a mask from the locals? Did you happen to have your stuff on hand?
Okay, so a question I have, because you've been running this event through multiple sessions, is all of it kind of taking place?
All of it's
at
happening
the
at
same
once.
time?
Yeah, all of it is.
Cool. Yeah.
Everyone, you would have crossed everyone as you would have.
That's perfect. I would say Chifu's willingness is like it's lackluster. He has not had the best time of his life. But knowing Chochin Kozo and such was getting ready, prepared, and excited, going on trip with Kamari, that was kind of Chifu's nudge to go along. Is just in the shared time or whatever to see the excitement of Chochin at the festival as well, knowing it just something of the kids going to basically split off of like Chochin's with Kamari for a while, breaks off and, you know, goes to see what the other person's doing and just take in that excitement. But his own personality and enthusiasm for the event is almost completely lost. It's somebody that's there for someone else. And his attire, of all things, which is probably going to be fun for how scary it might look, is he's wearing he's wearing work attire for the first time that he's had it forever. So for when he worked at Origami Corp and, you know, probably had a scolding of like, do you have one professional outfit? He's had a professional outfit, but he's never chose to wear it. So this is the first time ever that he is wearing it. And he did remember to bring the OSHA book he has. So he's just wandering around this boat, like very serious minded, looking around, doing his usual thing of like picking out flaws with the boat, but it might be a little bit scarier because of the fact that it looks like there's someone from Origami Corp inspecting the boat at the end. Yeah.
When you would have, although his eyes are completely eye patched over, C Legs every now and then would roll me a intimidation check, as C Legs would every now and then will look over in your general direction as
oh my gosh,
as you wear this garb, this drapery with pieces of origami like armor, like paper armor amongst the.
I got a 3. So my best assumption way to describe that is if anybody's seen Jurassic Park, he's just got the annoying appearance of that lawyer in the movie that died getting on the toilet. Like he's there. I don't think we could actually do this. This is an incorrect way of doing it. He's probably with an intimidation of 3 more of an annoying presence there of like, yeah, I'm doing a report on this boat. He's not actually, he's just being his usual critical asshole self on any boat that's not a crab claw sail.
As Sea Legs watching, just like would turn to one of the other members of Gara, and every now and then, even when Haruki or someone else, some hero or god, Tiger, Takeo, would just look, who's this guy you brought aboard? but like he doesn't pay too much mind, as he having visited often, he knows of you. You have a reputation, and he just gives a gander. But next, we're gonna go to you, Cupid. As how is Cupid dressed, and how is Cupid feeling, and how does Cupid know of Oni-Ko? As Cupid might actually be aware of even the manga. There are versions of it that are in Braille with audio descriptions. There's the radio show that Mercy had listened. Well, I say Mercy had listened to. Mercy was overhearing as it was on the radio at times whenever he'd come on. How does Cupid know of Oni-Ko, and how's he feeling? What they feeling?
Cupid is hyped. Always loves a festival, because if there's a festival, there's food. And they heard about a stall that works with like dragon stuff and motifs, and he's like, okay, I gotta go there. Even have to swim the ocean or just run across the ocean, or like the lake.
Oh no, this is a whole last channel. River? There's a map on screen right now.
Channel.
You're heading to Garo. I'll draw a little trail of what that is. You are doing this. And that's on like are you aboard the boat? Have you somehow found yourself the other way onto the island?
Cupid would be on the boat, yeah. Because I don't know how long it would take to like run across the ocean. No, not the ocean, like the fuck, I keep mixing up words.
It's alright, channel, it's
like,
okay.
Across the channel. But yeah, Cupid would be excited. And they're like, whoa! Festival, dragons. Fucking festival food. Man, I'm gonna eat so much food. And Cupid is wearing the dating auction outfit minus the with the cloak, because not the cloak but like the shoulder cape thing, because it has a dragon pattern on the back. Yeah. Because they really get to dress up.
If you have art of that, feel free to drop that in. But yeah, how does Cupid know of the festival? Does he know the stories? Does he know, or do they read the manga?
I think Cupid might have read the manga at some point, like at breaks from training. They're not much of a reading person, but they do occasionally like pick up a manga if they hear it's good. But I think they would have learned about it through their research on dragons, and occasionally steering up into learning about festivals, about dragons, or like just anything with dragons in them. Cupid is immediately like, I'm gonna read about this shit.
Yeah,
even if it's unrelated.
Yeah, like when Cupid, you do take to your research, you'll find arcs and you hear of stories about dragons, and Oni-Ko's full of them. But as like you learn closer, the actual festival isn't tied to dragons themselves or has any actual draconic origin. It is purely focused on celebrating this kami, this heroic Oni. But still, there are cool dragon things to see. As we are going to move on to, oh my goodness, May, you got 5. Yeah. However, being a performer, being a auntie even, with your past and your knowledge, this is something that you might have performed in your time. So how is Meiying dressed? How are they feeling about the festival? And how do you know of the story? Is it something you've performed before or witnessed?
I would say yes, but it has obviously been a minute before she has been able to participate, and she's a little rusty, and so she's decided to have more fun with it, as this is the first time in a while she's been able to actually celebrate. Not dressing in a lot of the more like traditional costumes, but remembering the time from when she had not mistakenly met, but almost mistaken herself for an alien with the other plasmoid she had found in
Big boy Elijah Testella
the cave. Absolutely. Taking that in stride and borrowing some colored powder so that she what's the word? So donning that with some silver fabric and wrapped up so as she is dressed up as a Maelian.
Amazing, I love that. Do you have art for that, or is it?
I just posted it.
You're an absolute fucking star. That's all right. So I do a thing. My favorite costumes have got inspiration. Let's can anyone top the Maelian? Let's go to anything. Sorry, continue.
No, she's just wanting to have more fun with it for the hot. It's been a while, but just kind of keep an eye out, make sure vibes are pretty okay with the rest of the group is her goal.
Mm-hmm. As next on that list is with a 23, as expected. As expected. Big Umeko. With your
That's
knowledge,
me.
that is you. With your knowledge of Oni-Ko, you also know that the story is steeped in mythological and historical flavor. However, it is still deeply debated whether this is the true origin of the Kiku Makata, which is the crowns the four Shidokaru wear. However, what isn't debated is Oni-Ko's role as a kami, as the story has become what it is in modern times. Oni-Ko is venerated over thousands and thousands of years through the Maya no Gita, through the Betsu no Gita, even through the what's it called? The one about the Wisdom Kings. Throughout all of history, Oni-Ko has become this figure who's venerated and has shrines and temples and even songs and like obviously the mangas and stories that focus on the Oni. And in some pagodas and some temples and such, there are sections specifically dedicated to Oni-Ko. But with that veneration, you also know that there's a large part of the Shianism is animism, where there are local kami like the Minagoro Woods has its kami, Tajima has or Kaira kami now, Julia Sho from Funaha, but Oni-Ko has become part of a larger part of the new pantheon that makes up Shianism, as instead of being a local kami or deva, they have become an even higher than them through this veneration, through this continent-wide worship. And the Mela that grew into the festival is believed to be the day Oni-Ko first joined Shiadavata. But over time, it has become this manga and pop culture phenomena, with the Oni-Ko character becoming this archetype for all courts, all sorts of characters like Boku and Buffy, and all sorts of fantasy characters across both manga and radio, and just all sorts of fiction. And with this becoming a manga festival now through association, this year's celebration is focused on the demon god Pentalogy Tales, a series of 5 evil masks that are led by a puppet master, the Iron Mask. As all of you would know, Demon God is a manga that follows the titular character as they fight powerful yokai and villains that all serve the Demon Queen Oiwa, the samurai fighting of this threat to the world with the power of friendship and strength. However, it's a dauntingly long manga, so maybe you haven't read it. But yeah, Umeko, you know that with this these 5 stories created by the writer, the creator of the series, L.E.UT Vashiyo, Garo has been selected to host these 5 tales, and that's why you guys have been why Tajima is also being brought on to help with this quest. As how are you feeling, Umeko? How are you dressed, and how does your knowledge of Demon God and the Oni-Ko Festival play in your head?
I think she knows it mostly because from like a festival point of view, with like her work in the Mage Court. So that's primarily her knowledge. But over probably like I'd say within like the last couple of weeks, she has been introduced to like the manga via Toma. So with Toma's help, she's got more manga theme for her outfit. And Toma is really into Kirin Musume at the moment. So she's gone as one of the many Kirin.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
That's good shit. That's really good.
Fuck.
Banger as always.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
But yeah, with
Kirin Musume.
note that down for me, Frankie, and send it over.
Okay.
As, is there anything else you wish to share before I move on to Big Mosa?
I think like more than likely May did come up to her asking if they wanted to do similar costumes, but I think Umeko had to turn her down very politely because Tom had already gone to like the Marcy's to get the outfits done as a set.
It was done.
It was too late.
It was too late.
She still offers an extra headband with like the like jiggly antenna for.
She'd absolutely take you for Match Hero. And that's it.
Smash cut to In Your Third Eye. Mushroom with the headband on, using his chopsticks in one of his using all 4 wings with chopsticks each, trying to grab a hold of the antenna bob and trying to eat it. But when he notices you looking into your third eye, he stops. As have you guys decided who your NPC is for the quest? Out of curiosity, we've got 1 vote for Nandini. If you guys don't,
she's got good vibes, y'all.
we got 1 Nandini.
I'm fine either way.
Alright, 2 for Nandini.
Yeah, but I'm happy with that. I missed the NPC vote, so
No worries.
Yeah,
That's
I'm good with Nandini as well.
Alright, I'm gonna pop her in chat
Drag
as.
her in.
Alright, I'm gonna have to quickly think of an outfit. As this is Nandini Daitel. As I'm gonna ask Mosa, what do people see when they look on the boat to you?
They see someone who's very excited and who's clipping and clopping because their outfit has 6 legs. As she is dressed as a 2-person outfit, as a giant Kirin with a rider that is someone you might recognize as Hasuko, but with very miniature legs as they are just stapled on, and her real legs are another set of Kirin legs, as I will post it.
Please do.
Uchthar being Alu, and Samosa being Hasuko in this instance. The Hasuko head, the Uchthar head having big old googly eyes, and every time they walk, you can hear the clipping and clopping of 2 halves of a coconut, well, as Alu is using them on the inside of the costume.
Oh my god.
I fucking love him.
The face is so goofy.
It's a good time. Ulchstar has not expressed his opinion just yet. He isn't here to do it either, sadly. But as you
talk shit.
I was about to say, does he talk shit?
This costume's gonna be amazing when Alu has to move away.
don't you worry.
It has.
It's hilarious. As actually, funny enough you say it, because like one of the most serious encounters during this entire quest. I mean, this thing was with Alu and Samosa and them teleporting at one point. It's a good time. But let's smash cut to Mashiro. As Mashiro, after being caught with the chopsticks and the antenna, he turns to Umeko. See, this is why he needs me as his leader. Like, look at him. No, not a single thought in his eyes. Not something, anything filling his belly. He's probably starving in there. Look at him. Where did the food go, Umeko? My Kai?
That's not Ajstar. That's Samosa and Alu.
What? No. What
It's
do
a
you mean?
costume.
No, look, that's Hasuko Kai riding him right now.
Does Miss Hasuko have giant elephant ears?
No, I thought that was part of her outfit to look like a big elephant.
No?
What about the mega
I'm
hands?
sure I saw her in a different costume with Mr. Agde.
No, that doesn't sound right in my head. I'm gonna have to go inspect. As he flies out, monocle on face. As all of you see leaping out of Umeko's third eye, this four-winged crane with a red streak, where their third eye is. As I'll share the token of Mashiro. As he swoops, I say third eye. It was actually their makeup. As they swoop towards Hasuko and Ujstar, monocle on their eyes, they land and start examining all around. How you doing, Ujstar? How's it going, my second in command? How does Alu respond?
So, we see this as well.
You all see it. Everyone sees this.
I think there's an immediate like, as a giant bird just flies out of nowhere.
See, this is. Would you like me to announce my presence next time? Here, let me help you. As he starts waving his four giant wings and making this grand halo shape with two of them. It's me, your leader, Mashiro, the greatest of the shaman companions. Ujstar,
Oh,
what's up?
isn't that one of the podcasters we end up seeing on the boat?
He turns. You're lucky there's no rocks on this boat right now.
Who carries a receipt to a meal in their pocket?
A man who wants
No, it's a menu.
A man who wants to know what he's eaten and hasn't eaten, so he can go next time and eat the thing that he wanted to eat. Goodness. No,
That's
see,
a pretty smart idea.
see, this is why your head's empty and mine's not. As he starts tapping, and you hear this hollow noise. Dun, dun, dun.
But I think uncharacteristically and probably inflating Mashiro's ego, the Uchthar, air quotes, kind of bows his head a small bit. As
Yeah.
like
That's what I like
they
to
are
see.
they are higher spirit.
That's what I like to see.
But doesn't say anything.
As he looks at Alu, yeah, let's go. All right, now where's my sidekick? As he's looking around as he starts scanning for Reino, and he just kind of hooks the wing over Alu for a moment, completely blocking your view for a moment, Hasuko, as the wings covering your face, completely ignoring Hasuko. Let's look for the little one. As he just starts scanning. Does Alu join in?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like
Is Alu a shit and like turns the head like a full 360?
I don't think he can physically.
Excellent.
No, like
As-
he just spins in a circle, but
But I mean, he's attached to Samosa. Is the problem?
Sorry, I wouldn't know. Actually, Mashro is in the human form. It turns out there is art of them. So how can I disrespect Frankie?
So we no, it's fine. It could happen like at the festival. It's all good. Keep him as bird.
Excellent. This is what you will see though later on. I like it. His lunchbox is very important. As let us move over then to Nandini, who I haven't. Nandini is in a giant fish costume. As she just sits there. But like with her fish costume, you can see there is a tiny person sitting atop her head, holding a fishing rod. As you all will look closely and notice that that person on her head is a tiny toy of Zan, with the fishing rod
Oh my god!
climbing into the mouth of this giant golden carp. This arcane carp, if you will, from the Beastbags arcade game and hit manga series. As she sits there in this giant costume, just happily just flapping her giant fins, smiling away, she would be seen every now and then signing to Chochin, having to reach her hands through the mouth of the costume, because like the mouth is like this giant, where her it's like is how she looks through, and its mouth is wide open and agape as she stares through it, dressed all in black, as a fact that like those that like take part in stagecraft in Shirleo, people that are known as the stagehands, to be seen as invisible, are dressed all in black, and this is a performer's trick, or I say performer's trick. This is where performers or the audience members are they suspend their disbelief as she's dressed all in black inside the suit. As she's got like the fishing rod hooked around one of her horns, around the one that has the little fishing rod, the brass fishing rod, brass fishing hook around its end. As she sits there excitedly, her hands reached out, she's signing to Chochin, as every now and then her and Chochin are just talking from across the bar as Chochin's excitedly sitting on the sitting beside Masi Kumari. But as they are doing their thing, and you all make your way to the city of Garo, I am going to change the music. As if I can.
What were they talking about? Just as a brief summary.
Generally, they're asking if it's a if Chochin's excited, if Nandini's excited. Chochin asks what's Nandini's costume. As Chochin, by the way, is sitting in. Chi, could you send the Chochin up? She cannot hear me. She is. she's locked fucking in. I can't find the reference, but basically Chochin is dressed up as... Perfect. Yeah. For those that don't know, Chochin is dressed up as the titular character of Demon Guard. Demon Guard. In his giant Oni mask, just as big as his giant cherry head, with his inflatable mace. I did not send it, did I? Apparently. If I do this, and then do that... Oh, there we are. Thank you. As Chochin is signing to her, who can read Shian sign language?
I mean, didn't Chifu teach Chochin signing?
No, I'm seeing if anyone who's looking. Like, this is for you guys. This isn't like... This is like who's observing. Who's seeing what they're signing.
Nope.
I don't think I can read it.
Nah, I don't think so either.
Not to worry. As Chifu, you're the only person that understands them. As Shifu's there checking in, but every now and then Chochin's like, this is gonna be so fucking lit. This is gonna be sick. And Nandini, no, don't take that. Don't stop. And trying to to get him to stop swearing in sign language, basically. And Chochin is just in excitement. It's
Chifu
just
just like turns his back to Chochin so he cannot watch him and just signs back to Nandani. We really have to watch our language.
and she just turns to you and she starts signing to you, yeah. And then Chochin signs back, yeah, fuck yeah.
You immediately hear Cupid be like, "Fuck yeah, festival food."
Oh no, this is
fucking
all
go."
in sign language, Cupid.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's
The only thing she
so there's
she's
if
probably
any.
signed
But here's the
fuck
thing,
like half a
Cupid
dozen times.
embodies
She's like
swear
really
words.
excited.
What was it? Sorry.
Cupid embodies swear words.
No, Cupid does.
embodies swear words.
As
They swear like a
Hmm.
pirate.
well, they are a sailor. As
Comes with the costume.
Yeah.
as what was I gonna say? As it's just like Chochin's hands move faster when they're swearing and like when they're shouting excitedly. That's what it's like. As you guys make your way to the island, let us change the sound you hear. As the waves grow quite as you've landed on the harbor road where the festival is gone for you. Can everyone post their shopping list in the game chat for me? We're not going to do any of the shopping portion. If you have got a game, we might play through the game, but we're going to try and keep within the 1 hour for the festival section, if that's okay with everyone.
I will give you my shopping list later then.
No worries.
As
I
you,
did not have one.
That's
as
right.
you guys land,
Go on.
Mocha will separate from the group and
Mm.
wander off with PR, and then rejoin you after your shopping portion is finished
As
or nearing its end.
sorry, the fireworks of the city go off. Sorry, what were you saying, Samosa?
Yeah, Samosa's just gonna wander off with PR and then rejoin you nearing your shopping journey's finish.
As they are doing that though, just give me a second. As yeah, if you did do a game, May, at least if you want to pop that in chat, we'll see if and you guys have picked a game. We will try to go to as many games as we can. As moving through the streets. If you haven't wrote a shopping list, that's alright. It's just at the end of the event, like during like next week, they'll still be open in the shop so you guys can see what the full list of things you guys can get are. But was there anyone that wanted to go to a particular game as you guys are moving through the festival? I'm gonna go down the list after we've decided on what games you guys are gonna play. And then Samosa could be there if they wanted to, but like if not, no worries. As you guys are moving,
I was just saying it. The timelines.
No, that's okay. Like, cause like you'd be in and out, right? Like you guys are.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna delete what I just pinged you guys again. As let me pop the shops back in. Did anyone want to go to any of the games? Was there any games in particular that seemed interesting?
Not sure what they are.
That's alright.
But
Going down the name.
So
if there's any of those like accuracy type ones,
mhm.
then yes.
Yeah,
those.
there's Basalt Skipper, which is where you'd be skipping, where you skip basalt stones. As you heard of one group with tiger-like heroes having split the strait, and even like some having their stones skip across the sea. As so there's Basalt Skipper, which is a stone tossing. Omijuki, which is where one pulls their fortunes from glass. Winya, which is where is basically fishing. Is a fishing game with Nekomata statues. Glass balloons, where you try to glow the biggest glass balloon before it breaks, so it can become a wind chime. Glass Kabaddi, which is a wrestling game where you cheer on your Oni puppets in glass armor and see who wins. Lantern Chariots, where you race fish that have been tied with lanterns down the Nila River and see who's the fastest. There's Wakasuiko, where you whack these pop-up yokais. Oni Box, which is gacha. And then there's find the One Piece.
I think I would like to do the fortune one. Why not? That seems fun.
As give me a second. As Omijuki and Onibox, so we've got those two. Just give me a moment. I've just put in on chat what Nandini's outfit was. If that's just those two, then no worries. As you guys are moving through the festival, what you guys would witness and see is along the basalt roads of Gara. I forgot to send you guys the Pinterest board. Sorry, just give me a second. There you are. And Chifu's gonna find the One Piece. Perfect. One Piece and Onibox. With Onibox, by the way, is we are just gonna have it be where you can have 5 pulls max, and we're gonna try go through them as fast as we can because there's a lot of things on that list.
Hell yeah.
But with as you guys move through Garo with its basalt roads that follow this geometric pattern, with the natural formation of the stones, the city follows the rocks. They don't have straight paths. All the paths curve and twist as the sea of people all around you are just it is overwhelming how amongst the bushels of yarrow and buggleweeds of these vibrant flowers that are Garo's colors of yellow and purple, they have been muted by the grand and vibrant stalls that fill the streets around you as people just parade around arm in arm, singing, dancing in their grand salwars, saris, kurtas, nerus, yukatas, kimonos, haris, and other just grand embellishments. As with Garo fashion, with all of them having these vibrant dual print outfits, their silhouettes being, instead of the more relaxed, more grassroots style of Garo fashion, they are a bit more relaxed, a bit more flowy, and to celebrate the volcanic history of the island, but also the just this flowy naturalness, to celebrate the to extend their natural fashion sense, as with their outfits, with their masks of glass and wood, of Tengu, Oni, Kitsune, Rakshasas, and all sorts of yokai. You can see that many are wearing Kaisera Bundans bracelets around their hands with a rainbow of colors and charms dangling from them. As vendors call out noisily in their masks in search of purveys, Nandini's struggling to make sure to excuse me, sorry, as she's moving along with you guys, trying to keep up, as her huge outfit is quite wide and causing her to bump into a few stalls and people as she doesn't have the most vision as she's going, but doing her best. As magic surrounds you, as lining the stalls, glass lanterns shine with colors as dancing light within shimmer, while sky writings and other illusions take on the shape of various characters from across Oni-Ko and Demon Guard that light up the fireworks and sizzle through the sky as they start to turn into purples. As the smell of the sea becomes faint, as fireworks, food, and perfume are all around you, as people cheer on games, as competitive couples, families, and friends play. As we'll start off with you, Cupid. As you were focused on, you were celebrating, or you were seeking food. You would find all sorts of food, as you'd find various things on skewers, various things cooked, barbecued on giant blue blocks of salt, and all sorts just charred. A variety of celebrating Garo cuisine specifically, which is quite charred, which is quite what's the word I'm looking for? I want to say stone baked, oven baked, and grilled. As I
Smoked?
can't seem to post the Locksley. Oh, there we go. That's Locksley's outfit. As how did you feel as you moved through the streets, Cupid, as you took in the food around you? Were you focusing on? Were you trying all of its cuisine? Were you trying specifically the meat options, the fish options, celebrating the Garo seafood being known for its seafood, or were you focused on any vegetarian options with Garo having such a embellished, or not embellished, a prosperous yield with their crops?
You know my answer. This is Cupid we're talking about. They're trying everything. Everything. And I mean like everything. Every food item.
Of course.
Everything.
As
one of each.
That's what we like to hear. As like I'm gonna list the three stalls that you might come across as. Give me a second. Is that what the gold was? Oh shit. I underpaid.
If there's a food stall, Cupid is
Cupid's
the
there.
food from it. It's all of it. It's
Hmm.
like collecting infinity stones.
Yeah.
It's like they want it all. They would eat the infinity stones too.
Of course,
which is
of
like,
course.
they look like shiny candy. Come on.
As like the ones the few stalls you'd come across is Mochi-Kari, which is heated volcanic stone recesses that have been used to pocket these ovens, where seasoned with oil, garlic and curry paste, shellfish, and all sorts of aquatic edible life has been cooked with specific. The most popular food though is the set of thin fishes that have been tied at the tail and are fried on both sides, and they're made into like a crust and referred to as shelled fish, as they take on this shape like a fanned shell, as they're finished with garlic, chilies, onions, and limes. As like you hold them like a fan and you just chew on them as it goes around, as you chomp away. But there was also
Cupid is in heaven.
What's that?
They're dead.
Good.
Cupid is in heaven. They've ascended. They're dead. Yeah.
Cool, you can join the rest of us.
As we are then going to go to Chifu. How are you partaking in the festival around you? How are you getting involved?
Just when he's left alone, just kind of meander about. I don't have much money on the character, so he's probably going to be very frugal. But
if anything, sorry, I forgot to know. I was planning on giving a 1,500 loan to anyone that did need it from.
Oh,
that would have been that's just gifted out.
I appreciate that.
I say gifted out.
I'll take a look.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go back to that later then.
Yeah.
But I think he's overall just kind of moseying around, looking at different scenery and things like that. And the big question I have, because of where we are and you explaining the event, are there people basically cosplaying as various characters? I assume so, right?
Oh yeah, not just from like Demon God, but from Phoenix Orb X, Full Modron, Alchemist.
Complete confusion, does he stumble across anybody cosplaying?
Of course.
As him from...
Of course, you find many people from Juju Bars cosplayed around you.
He just sees people dressed as others he knew, and then just like he just has a really dumbfounded moment when he sees somebody dressed in like the clothes he wore, because he never like got really invested in reading the manga with Haruki and Karna, just knowing of it and connecting dots for questions they asked. So he's wandering about, just absolutely confused and baffled by what the hell is going on. Is he in a new afterlife? Where did he stumble into? But eventually just making the way to the One Piece. I'm not arcade, but like.
Don't worry. Well, on the maps that they provide, they mention that find the One Piece store, and that's all it says. And it's listed under the games.
Oh.
As Shifu, you go searching for the One Piece. We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
As you would have, as you in and out, you as a group would have gathered point, because like this, you guys are, there's so much going on around festival. You're not all expected to be there across the entire time. But what about you, Umeko? What are you doing on the festival? How are you taking it in? That's Mashiro's just looking at all the food. Umeko, Kai, please, I beg. I'll never ask for anything ever again. As he's there, dressed in his full outfit, lunchbox in hand, he points his lunchbox and starts tapping it. See, it's empty. As you're watching him making the sound effects of the empty lunchbox. Look, see, not a single sound. It's void, just like my belly. Ah! He's screaming as people are turning to watch. It's like when you're in a shop with and like
a child.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's just gonna pat his head and then immediately go to the nearest food store and just like satiate him immediately. Just buy anything just to shut him up.
There's a roti in his mouth.
It's already there.
Garonari baked roti in his mouth. As Cupid is seen lurking in the background, also in a similar fashion. As other than away from Mashiro, or not away from Mashiro, but as Mashiro has been satiated for the few seconds of freedom you have, how is Umeko enjoying the celebration and taking part?
I think she's just like any other festival. She's just taking it all in. But I think she's gonna get involved in a bit more of the game. She's gonna have a go at like more the luck-based ones, just for the fun of it, really. Because anything else, she's probably going to be useless at.
Mm-hmm. It's all
probably just like go shopping.
Yeah.
Probably like hang around with May and like look at all the different clothes and see if anything like works per se.
Many of the stall owners offer their helps, providing and showcasing various bits of glass couture, Garo-Ni's ball print, which translates to loud print or spoken print, as their two main styles of fashion. As they help you pick out, showcasing, allowing you to try on, showing how things fit on you. As like with their magics, they're able to pull fabrics across and dress you with the fabrics as if like you were changing into them, like in just a spin of the skirt as they take on their shapes on you, illusioned to look how they'd fit on you perfectly. As you take it in, Umeko, we are going to move on to Locksley. As what about yourself, Locksley? How are you getting involved in the festival?
Well, Locksley has the unfortunate disadvantage of not being able to see over the crowd.
Does Locksley climb on any of the tents or anything?
So they're probably trying to just weasel through various things to try and get to any of the stalls. But as they generally do, they're keeping an eye out on the sort of people that are here. They're always looking for someone to rob or swindle out of something, at least on some level. Although they'll keep their hands to themselves, just for the moment. But I think they might try to find a clearing, just to get a better idea of the stalls. Before finding that fortune teller place, which seems like a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Even if they tell themselves that, it's not all that serious, it's not real. But they'll still go and engage with it.
Of course. As we are going to move over to Meiying. What about yourself, Meiying?
Well, she's definitely gonna grab some of the Oni boxes with Umeko. But finding the One Piece has also piqued her interest. So she probably would have lurked a little behind Chifu and gone to the stall after him. She cannot turn up a good treasure hunt.
No, she cannot. As Mosa, what about yourself?
So also rejoining the group and seeing how they're also on the search for One Piece, she would be like, guys, Sure, I mean, I tried to find it with Kana, but like, it's kind of hopeless. So maybe you guys will have a better chance. I don't know.
Of course. As without Kana, Samosa, as you guys are searching, you find all sorts of things. As like you go to where the map marks where the One Piece should be. It says look under the warehouse stalls, as it guides you on this treasure hunt across the entirety of Harbor Road, as you're searching for all these clues. As they point to another place, you are on a treasure hunt, and as you're doing that, as a group, you guys will come up to a section of the harbor that points out to sea. As you can see, it's built on there is a torii gate that has been built into a door. But as you look closely, the door is sheets and sheets of paper. As before it is a plinth where a candle is lit, decorated like a blooming lotus. As people are in line gathering lanterns and paying 5 gold into this box to light their lantern, taking it up to the torii gate and just letting it float as it goes up and flies towards these different sheets of paper, pulling in the paper and burning it. And as the ashes fly out, they come to form in the palms of the person who had lit the lantern, showcasing them a fortune. As Omijuki is a polygon. As you get closer, you notice that the paper isn't actually paper, as they are sheets of different colored bits of stained glass. As the Garo glass reflects the dual moonlight shining through. As you come up to this festival game of fortunes. Let's who wants to take part? If you want to take part, put in chat 5 gold for me, and I'm gonna ask you to roll me a D100 as well when you put in 5 gold. And you guys queue
real
up.
quick, this is for which event?
This is Omijuki. So even if you said you weren't gonna partake in it, you can partake in this.
We're
As, like,
there as a group. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. You're there as a group. All right, let's start with Mosa. Roll me a D100.
Yes, sir. 27.
27. As a 27 gets you.
Also, Kaz, you didn't do it at the start of the session, but who was your favorite costume?
May, please give yourself initiative. As you have
Inspiration.
not initiative, sorry, inspiration. Correct. As Meiying is my favorite costume. As Samosa, as you burn the lantern, is there a thought on your mind as you go to send it up?
I think it would be towards Shimibetsu. My thought would be thinking about Shimibetsu and all that needs to happen there.
As you think of Shamibetsu, the lantern flies up as it goes towards a set of these sheets of glass, and as it takes on, you see them all written in bits of scripture. As the glass turn towards they like billow at the sight of the lantern as it comes closer, as if like they were pulled in by this lantern's magnetism. As one is plucked off the wall, falling into the cylindrical lantern, and out comes dust as it trails into your palm, as it blooms into a aster flower, as it reads, "Trust your gut, they will guide you to victory." As next, May, please roll me a D100.
That's That's reassuring. That's good.
57.
7? What was it? 57. Now tell me of your thoughts.
I think she's just trying to think about enjoying herself and trying to get stuff ready for the future, her next steps.
As yours, as it gifts upwards, or glides upwards, pulling another piece down, it blooms into a lotus. As it reads, as within is a piece of paper that reads, boons from above, sometimes take on curses of, or take on forms of curses from below. How do you... Excellent. As Umeko, D100 please.
80.
Share with me your thoughts.
I think she's mostly thinking just about Tajima and just hoping that there's it has a bit of prosperity after everything that's happened in the last couple of months. Just a period of calm.
As with that period of calm, once your glass is selected and burns over to your palm, it opens and blooms on a plum blossom. As it reads, as the paper reads, turn the paper over.
I turn it over.
There is nothing on the other side.
Damn.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
I don't know.
It reminds me when I got had a fortune cookie, and it just and the only thing it said was, it said something like, "You really like these cookies," and I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
As who knows? Are these
It's not
symbolic?
wrong.
Are these, how does Umeko take on the phrase "turn the paper over"?
She's a bit confused, but
Does she turn the
she
page?
kind of takes it to heart.
Oh, sorry.
She did turn the paper over,
Mashiro rubs
just
his
in
head.
case it was like a gag.
Turn it around again. Turn it around.
She turns it again.
Try flip it over.
She flips it. She knows it's just like a blank piece of paper on the other side, but she's just amusing Mashiro.
He pulls out his monocle. He's got to examine. He's spending a good time on it. As like you guys, as you are moved, ushered to the side. As the next person, we will come back to. Sorry, not Chifu. Roll me that D100.
Oh,
Nice. I got a 1.
What is yours?
That usually has a very specific one.
What is your feelings?
I'm gonna say like seeing because they're all as a group and watching everyone kind of do this. He intentionally like goes last in the group, so that when everyone seems to kind of walk off and he has to follow, just for the quick message of saying, "I'm still looking for you around here, kiddo. Maybe help me find the One Piece." And then yeah, he does the whole thing of like, yeah, the lantern all.
As yours read, fool's errands are like lighthouses at night. As it blooms in your palms as a red spider lily. How do you take that on?
Oh, it turned into a red spider lily. Huh. Is there anything to roll for like the significance of that specific type of flower? Because I know that's Nah.
You can if you want to.
Oh,
if
he's
you
pretty
don't.
Yeah, not sure why not.
I'd say a
History or nature?
investigation, history, or nature, history, or
Oh, I'll do history.
well, spider lilies, they have a similar connotation to real life, where that
Mhm.
that it is quite symbolic of death, danger, almost that like the enthralling wrap of a Black Widow. But in some cases, in Trello at least, it can also show signs of what's the word? Of more what was I going to say? Of more auspicious notes, and represent almost of like of bound blood, of blood that has blossomed into something, or like where blood might have been spilt, or where feelings have grown strong and emotions have run high. There is, in that tragedy, there is still beauty, and there is still a chance that like what issues and what problems there are, they are able to unravel into and bloom into some hope. As in some cases, even Niyoh have been known to wear these spider lilies as both representation of the sadness of death, but like specifically in regards to death, and this symbolism. It's with the tragedy of death. It still is also that hope that in the new life or in the next life they are able to find peace, and that's how it's more commonly used now. In
Yeah,
well, not
he
commonly used, but which sorry, continue.
he'll take that paper and put in like one of the kind of trick compartments of the folding boat, for like when it's just a normal box, and just to make sure it's kept in a safe place and catch up with the rest of the group as everyone's leaving, but we're going down the list. So
as you could have happily been last. As what about you, Cupid? Roll me a D100, please. Let's see what your fortune is. As tell me, what are you thinking?
84. Everyone had such deep thoughts and like wishing for like Tajima to prosper and stuff. Well, Cupid is just like, I'm gonna eat all the food at this festival. It's so good. That's about it.
Yeah. As yours blooms into a large, what's the word? I can't remember the flower. Yours blooms into what was it? Oh, that's it. Into a grand lily of pink petals that splay out into bits of purple. As at its center is a piece of paper that reads, "Salt thy wounds, relish the sting, sweet is the knave, and bold is the king." That's how does Cupid take that?
Cupid doesn't quite get it, but they're like, this flower just called me a king, let's go. And they like put the flower like on like the chain of their shoulder cape. Try to fasten it.
And lastly,
Yeah.
Locksley. Oh, sorry. And lastly, Locksley with a D100 as well.
59.
50.
And after the stage, Locksley is also thinking of Tajima and how that they're probably going to stick around, and that it has made for a pretty nice home in the time that they've been there.
As yours reads, "Stars falls like leaves when hope is bright." As it blooms for you, a black rose.
Cool. Yeah, they're gonna just twiddle around their fingers a bit, like debating whether or not to just toss it away and dismiss it.
Mm.
But they will instead just stick it into the band that holds the mask on, around their head.
Mm. And yeah, as you all take in your fortunes, as you make your way from there, we are going to move to Onibox. And for Samosa, this is up to you if you want to be there for this one. As you make your way to Onibox, there is as you're continuing to search for the One Piece, Onibox is this giant, you can see some people put in a lot of effort in their costumes. Some people have dressed up in grand displays of yokai, of people, of characters, and some even have built giant suits, huge mecha suits even of their characters, as similar to how Nandini's put in a lot of effort into her giant fish. You can see a bunch of other people have also put in absurd amount of details into their outfits. Priti, for example, has gone as Deva 1 from The Evangelion. As she's, of course, hers wasn't super detailed and was just a set of scrap metal that has been stuck to her, where she tried to make the suit herself. But as you make your way to Onibox, you see this fella in a giant blue Oni suit. This huge form, as the 5-pointed star head makes up the bulk of their form as they wave banners that shout Onibox, as they reveal a wall of giant gachapons, giant machines with windows and cranks that are triggered from a 15 gold token, where you can spin 5 times if you would like to take part in this gacha. Please put into chat how much gold you're spending, a maximum of 5 times, but it's 15 gold per try. If you would like to roll on Onibox, please roll in chat for me. Please make a note in chat for me, and I'll go down the list.
I think since this is one of my favorite games, I would like to participate.
Go ahead.
But could I also roll a stealth check?
A stealth check. Go ahead. Okay.
7.
Let me just find that 15.
Pretty good, but I also I am so tempted to roll a counter perception check.
Oh no, I'm not hiding from you guys. Don't worry. Your guys are fine. I thought
I
sneaking amongst
thought
the
Samosa
crowd.
might just be embarrassed about gambling.
No, I'm hiding behind Nandini.
As Nandini's guys, can you hear that? As she turns around and smacks Samosa with her giant tail, and is turning Samosa and Alu away. She tries looking for them. What is making that noise? She turns back around and swats with the other way. As with the 17, you are able to hide.
Now you see what Alu's head would be spinning as gets smacked by the tail.
As
or the mask, at least, would be spinning.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to put in how much gold you're spending? As anyone else wanting to take part in Onibox in these gacha, in this gacha pulls?
What can you win?
All sorts. You wanna share some of your stuff, Samosa?
Yeah, you can win a bunch of things. I got this giant quarterstaff that is actually a pen, but also a quarterstaff at the same time. It's also got a Phoenix Z orb. That's the 4-star orb on top of it, which is super cool. I got this ring that lets you do a cool super move. I got the thing that shall not be named. Her fucking eyes go glossy as she stares off into the distance.
You see a sparkle in the distance.
Rolling thunder.
Cupid tilts her head to the side, what?
Nothing. Huh? What? Where is she? No, nothing. It's fine.
As does Cupid want to partake as well?
Might be able to win some food.
Sure.
Right. Write into chat how much gold you'd like to spend. 15 is per try. You can do maximum 5. As what about yourself, Locksley? Did you Locksley want to try?
Nah, well, Locke's just gonna stand back, sit this one out.
No worries. Shifu?
I'm on a maybe. It depends. Does he spot anything that's that appears related to cricket?
Well, you see also specifically a lot of manga characters
yeah.
on the signs. That's
Is
the
there a
specific.
dragon?
I mean, obviously, the dragon are all over manga.
Oh yeah, Shifu. You know that manga you like? You dressed up as it last year. Oh, sorry, like a couple weeks ago.
Brilliant.
Yeah, Connor got a thing from that manga.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I can't
Oh
remember.
yeah, you got a fucking stand from his. You got astral electrum. Like he got like smoke that
did.
took on the shape of astral electrum. When he
Wait.
so like you could see in the distance Connor smoking a toy cigarette, and every now and then it takes on the silhouette of astral electrum around him.
Oh my god.
As
Holy
yes,
shit.
does that convince you, Shifu?
This I guess I'll say he'll immediately get fooled by this. Does he see anything that's like trademark of like any of the crew members that he was with from Juju Bahar's adventure?
So this is actually all official. These are like all noted as official bits. These all hold merch that are provided by Bandai Bamco,
Yeah.
the the head company of Bachapon.
Holy shit.
He sees a replica of like an old knife of his, wondering how the fuck it got there.
Exactly. But yeah, if you want to take part, put it in chat for me. Same with yourself, Loxley. We'll come back to that in a moment. As we're going to start off with Kate. Roll me 5 D1000s, please.
Alright, I'm gonna
And it's time for my
boom,
pain.
boom, 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 these back to back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now let's see if I can do it with as
It's
much.
a high one up there, shit.
397, 397. What is 397?
Do you have a whole fucking table? Oh my god.
You think Kaz wouldn't have a whole fucking table?
Not this big.
If only I had George's
I'm
glasses
convinced
too.
it has
Have you not
1,000
heard of the fucking 10,000 roll wild magic table Nolan has? Buddy.
What? Hello?
That'll be a story for later day, but
I will
Oh
need
my
to
God.
ask Nolan for a little thing. As you slot it in, pop in. As you slot in the token that was handed to you by the blue Oni, as your orb pops out, a character from what was it called? Give me a second. I need to find my notes. Where is oh yeah, from Duckhand's Son. It is a chibi of Sundog. A white dog with a sun crested onto his forehead as his third eye. This tiny little Shiba Inu plush chibi toy opens up, and when you pat it, it barks, but like sticks out its tongue.
I fucking love this so
And
much.
that's your first one.
Yep,
As make a note of those, because I will not remember.
bet.
As the next, as you slot it in, comes out again, you receive a crimson red feather that becomes blue, then green, then gold, as it centers in on the eye. As this is a feather from Sitaratara, the legendary beast bag. As it shines and gives off this fire radiance as you wave it through the air. As the next, 503. I'll write that down, what Sitaratara is also.
Thank you. Can't spell.
That's right. It just means star in in Punjabi, as
Nice.
as a quick little translation. The next door you open up as you spin it, it gives you a pocket watch with a lion-like dragon motif on the middle of it, as a piece of full modern alchemist merch. As when clicked open, it turns a when it has a note. Placing a stone in this will turn that stone into a wooden stool. A three-legged wooden stool. But it will only last for 1 hour.
Sized wooden stool.
A full-size wooden stool that will only last for 10 minutes. As it transmutes it with the stone.
That's so good.
Holy shit. So
If you make a note of that for me, I'll start that as an item. But you properly.
I am frantically typing everything down.
Thank you. So send that to me as a note now, but I will forget. 971. 971 is. As this is another piece of Dockhand Sun merch, as it gives you a ring with 5 different gemstones. 1 red, 1 blue, 1 green, 1 purple, 1 yellow, as each is shaped like a different astral body, as they represent each of the 5 Dockhand Suns. Or, sorry, each of the 5 Dockhands that harbour the universe with their safety. As when wearing this and raising it to the sky, chanting the Dockhand Sun theme, it hums and sings. As next is 329. 329, 329, 329. As this one, when you place in your coin, you get another bit of full modern alchemist merch, but this one is instead a golden bracelet with a red circle on the bottom, and on the top is an eye, as written around the edge of it is the Eye of Truth. And that is all of your gotcha rolls. How do you take in your haul, Meiying?
Oh, she loves how shiny all of these are. She's not 100% sure what some of the merch is. She has yet to do a lot of the more deep reading as recommended to her by some of Tajima's younger members, but it's bookmarked for the future. But she still very much loves Sundog very much. She thinks it's fucking adorable.
Sundog's a good lad. As 75, that's for you, Umeko. Roll your 5, please. Let's see what your 5 bits are.
Okay,
Let's go. Big money.
Big money.
Big money.
1,
395.
2, 3, 4, 5.
As yours, as you spin it, it gives you an orb, and as you open up the orb, it pulls out and extends into a giant crayon. This giant crayon has a star at the end of it, and as you hold, it's like that of a giant wand. When scrawled into the ground, it makes the writing that's been written sparkle.
Ooh.
Next is 226. 226. As you put in the coin, it gives you a vial of the Hakthu of the Rakshasa King, as a piece of of Phoenix Orb merch. When, obviously, it's noted not to throw this at anyone. But when thrown at someone, it will petrify them for 1 minute
Oh shit.
if they fail a con save.
Same.
That is the Rakshasa King Babura. Babura's saliva. Next is 226-703. This is a set of face paints. And with the face paint comes a booklet full of all sorts of characters from manga and showing you how to paint your face as them. But obviously, being Demon Guard, the main focus of the festival, there is a lot of, most of it is specifically of the Demon Guard characters and how to get a face paint similar to the Kabuki actors from their live shows. As you have that, 778 gifts you. You pull out another little mascot, as this is a phoenix. When touched, it is. You see, there are 7 little pebbles, 7 phoenix orbs, and when you touch it and ask for a wish, the pebbles turn into a grand phoenix of red, greens, blues, and golds as it swirls and flies around you for a moment. And then letting out its song, singing the theme song of Phoenix Orb, it'll return back to its pebbles. And lastly, 137. As this is a piece of full modern alchemist merch. A eye patch. The eye patch of anger. And that is all of your rolls. How do you feel having received all your loot?
She's amused. I think she's mostly amused by the crayon.
Good. It's a good crayon.
It is a good crayon.
Work with that thing.
Imagine signing your documents with this.
Hell yeah. You already know.
Hit him with the ooh pen.
For the
As-
big business.
Big Mosa, you have 3 rolls. Roll them, big dog.
I do. 1,
Excellent.
2,
4. You
3.
use all your
All
You're not-
below
you're
triple
not-
digits.
You're not
Yeah.
rolling thousands. Bessie.
SMH.
Yeah, it's not 1,000.
SMH.
Fuck.
You know what?
Fuck.
Samosa's hand gets eaten by the machine. It's a mimic.
Damn.
Holy fuck. My last hand. /R. D1.
We're making good times, guys. We haven't spent 2 hours at the gotcha machine. We're doing it.
We're being efficient.
104.
Oh my god.
That's really low. Holy shit.
As
Roll really high now. Do it.
yeah,
Do it. Get
As
1,000.
your first 104 gifts you a pen. Another pen.
Ooh.
So this one isn't comically large. This one isn't big. But as you scroll in it, you notice that the writing sparks and sings as you write. As you can see, there is a speaker at the end of it. And although it's noted that this is specifically for writing music, when writing normally it sings whatever's written as a piece of the as a piece of merch from Rongolian Chopped Squad. As
Holy shit. Writing fan fiction with this thing.
Oh
you-
no!
Samosa, everyone hears Samosa's fanfic as they forget what pen they're using. They've got their headphones on, they don't know what's going on. Everyone in Tajima knows what has been written. What is in those pages? the tainted murals that have been crafted by Big Mosa. But no, as it sings, it notes that, like, writing sheet music, it'll sing the melody that's written out. As
Okay.
I'm glad. As 29. This one is a small little necklace, a trinket charm, as in the middle is a fish, a black inky fish with a single eye. This is Mother from Full Modern Alchemist.
Oh.
Mother, is that you? I shake it.
It shakes as it turns you angry-eyed, red lightning sparking around it. As
I'm so
six
sorry, Mum.
688. It gifts you a gi belt.
Sorry, a what?
I could have muted myself on OBS. I feel like I should mute myself on OBS and not Discord. Because like, if you guys hear it once, you don't have to ever hear it in the recording ever again. But on the recording,
It's true.
it's there forever. But no, a gi belt, like a karate gi. This is a black belt with the signia of the Kraken school. That's the that is of the main characters from Phoenix Orb. Oh, not the main character. Sorry, the school that those that taught from Phoenix, the main characters from Phoenix Orb were taught at. As you wear this gi, or would like to wear this gi, it extends and perfectly fits however long you stretched it for. It'd wrap as well as it wants to for you as you wear it. As next up on the list, Cupid, roll me 2 please. 2 D1000s. /R space D1000.
This spell is perfect.
/R. D2 1000?
No,
or...
one. Just one 1000 will do. But you can do 2 if you want to. It'll still roll both.
Okay. Oh. Oh wait, no, I just put. Oh. No.
It's in the VC chat. So if you want to copy that, you can type that.
It just did a thing. Sorry.
Mhm.
I think it refreshed. Oh.
As Cupid is about to roll, does that convince Chifu and does that convince Locksley? Does Locksley feel intrigued by the machine, or does Locksley still keep away from the witchcraft, the strange entity?
Locksley would only be doing this if they could use someone else's money. So maybe they're eyeing the crowd for anyone who's got a particularly loose chunk of change.
I mean, if you wanted to
But,
go,
otherwise,
Umeko would happily lend you some money.
Yeah, but that's not the fun part.
I see.
He heard gotcha. He figured it involved stealing money from someone.
Fair.
As Cupid, as you click and spin, it gives you a seal, a pin. The pin of the Fiend Slayer's corpse from the hit manga Fiend Slayer. As that's your first one, 596. Please make a note of what you've got, by the way.
I read that
If you,
manga. It's got beautiful artwork.
it does. It's good shit. 596. As the next one is a thick bracelet. As when it has a scroll within it that, when pulled, pulls out a plain sheet of paper. But when the paper has been wrapped around or the bracelet has been placed on top of a manga, the bracelet will copy the manga so that you can read the manga on the go and reset it when you're done, as the traveler's guide to manga collecting with a limited amount of storage. As this bracelet, as you have this bracelet, it's not of any specific, not specific of a specific manga. But it is a bit of manga, a tool for manga. As how do you feel with your loot, Cupid? As you look at the silver band and your Fiend Slayer pin.
I mean, like I said, Cupid doesn't read much manga. But the pin does look cool.
Yeah, it's got a cool logo and a cool bit of iconography.
Yeah.
Of Wisterias and the scripture. Anything else? Oh, sorry, continue.
I was just gonna say, like, Cupid would probably, I don't know, trade to someone who might be a fan of
Fiend Slayer.
Fan of that, yeah.
Mhm.
Or like constantly read manga. I think Samosa does that, so they would probably be like, hey, you can read manga on the go.
Oh, that sounds super cool.
If you want it,
Sure.
trade it for something.
Oh, I got something you might like.
Ooh. Cupid's
and
tail
she-
is like wagging back and forth.
You like shiny things. She pulls from
Yes.
her finger a was it emerald or jade? Yes.
I want to say emerald.
An emerald ring that has like inscriptions all around it, which it's an emerald ring I got from the same machine.
Ooh. Shiny.
If you want to trade,
Yes. And you see the Cupid's claws like grow a little bit longer and like are a little bit more tinted black as they take the ring and give you the manga copier.
ooh,
Like shiny.
yeah, good trade.
Yeah.
As Nandini.
Another
Oh, sorry.
treasure for my collection.
Mm-hmm. As Shifu, do you want to partake or?
He's looking at the reality of it. He saw the icon, like, that's my fucking knife from like 30 years ago. I gave that to my brother-in-law. And he's like, he's certain he's not going to get it, and just has the whole
You
thing
gotta
of,
win it back.
yeah, this is stupid, don't do it. But he absolutely like puts in 15 gold. So yeah.
You actually would have seen even one of the Kodama was opting to join in. So put in if you consent, an extra 15. If the Kodama
An extra
robs you,
15? Yeah.
the Kodama robs you, as you get 2
Big
rolls.
roll.
As Nandini is spinning her wheel, she gets out a 546. 546 gives her a scroll, a poster. As this is a poster from Shaman Queen. As she unscrolls this piece of paper, it is of the titular main character, Hey, and her giant samurai companion, as they are performing their Shio slash strike. And when every now and then the paper glows and animates as the slash strike is almost replicates the manga, as if this was like one of those anime edits you find on, or manga edits you find on TikTok. As she unfurls it, and like, oh, that's pretty neat. But I don't read Shaman Queen.
And Donnie's gonna have like the sickest like theater room
Mm.
with that poster on the wall. Yeah.
Yeah. She
The
just looks
best
at
decorated theater room.
I don't read Shaman Queen. And she just thinks to herself, and she's you guys know where Sakura is? And she's just starting, or maybe Hasuko or Oren might like this.
As she says that, you know
As she
where
turns to
Sakura
Umeko.
is. Samosa just puts her hands on her head and goes,
The voices, as she turns, turning to Umeko. Do you want it? I mean, being a shaman and all, I don't know if this is derivative. I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, as she unscrolls it and shows it to you. But like, I don't read Shaman Queen.
That is rather nice. I mean, did you want something of mine in exchange? And she just like holds out her assortment of stuff. But maybe not the crown. I quite like that.
Her eye glints as she puts her fingers like a gun to her chin as she turns. A trade, you say? I got him hook, line, and sinker, everyone. Yeah, Finta chin. We got him hook, line, and sinker. Now to reel him in. As she looks over all your stuff,
she used the fishing
like
puns.
a glint in her eye. Oh, now you ain't got any boner of the night. Nah, so it's okay. I mean, there's no beast bag merch that you. That's. Nah, I mean, do you want any? Go on, sorry.
I had a beast bag thing. I just gave it to Cupid.
As she just turns to Cupid,
Sorry, I
but
didn't know
then
you were a fan.
as she looks away. as you say that, her dressed in a giant arcade coat, she swats at Alu as she turns away. The line snagged. As she turns back to Umeko. No, it's these are all cool and all, but like I don't know where like if I'd be able to keep, like where I'd put all this stuff. I mean, you can have it if you want. As she offers you the scroll anyway.
I don't think it would be fair, so maybe keep the scroll and trade with Miss Sakura at some point.
That's a good point. I could. That's the art. That's the art of fishing. You see, you gotta. Sometimes you gotta wait on the line. I could do this. We don't need to reel in right away. As she nods.
Cupid like approaches Nandani with like a grin. You know, I could trade this for something dragon themed. Or super duper shiny.
As you say
shinier
that,
than
but-
this thing.
But that's my costume. Everyone knows Arcane Cop evolves into. Give me a second.
You lost me. I'm sorry, you lost me, Kaz.
Give me a
I
minute.
was like very confused, like, huh? What do you mean?
Trying to make a Pokemon reference right now.
Oh, is that your
Oh.
costume?
That's
I
what
don't-
he's
I don't really
doing.
I don't really watch the show. I'm sorry. That would have made. That makes much more sense.
No, everyone knows the games are better anyway. As she turns to Alu aggressively.
Oh.
She turns.
If we just kind of adds that, I think the card game is probably the best, to be honest.
That's it. That's it. She turns. No, I'm sorry, Cupid. I can't listen to this slander.
Ah, you don't want it. You don't want it.
I mean, it's my costume, Cupid. I can't give away my costume. It's Oni-Ko. It's bad luck if you give your costume away.
Oh, I didn't say I want your costume, mate.
But you said you wanted something dragon related. As the rest of you all see this giant
Mm.
fish.
Cupid, how about this? I'll give you my giant pen quarterstaff for the ring back.
Mm,
You can beat people up while writing on their face. How funny is that?
that is funny though, but I already have a pretty good quarterstaff. And they pull out their quarterstaff.
But what if you had two
You got two
quarterstaff?
hands. You got two
Oh,
hands,
God.
don't you?
You've been wearing
right.
the ring yet.
You're
Cupid
absolutely
dual wielding
right.
quarter staffs.
Yes.
Yeah?
You know what, Samosa? That's an excellent idea. And they like flip their ring back like they're flipping a coin. And they grab the staff.
Okay. So now I have the ring. Nandini, poster for ring.
As her eye glints, as she turns into Umeko's general direction. The art of the deal. As she turns back to Samosa. Yeah, sure.
So I gave them the ring for the poster.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna turn to Umeko now that I have the poster. It's a weird
Damn.
middleman thing that's going on. I forgot what Umeko had though.
She's got a vial of Rakshasa King spit. She has some face paints. She has a phoenix mascot, and she has an eye patch of anger.
See, I
She's
thought,
keeping
like,
the crayon.
I thought Cupid would like that eye patch.
Cupid does already have an eye patch on. It has an eye on it.
2 eye patches. But yeah, 2 missing eyes.
For your sea legs cosplay.
And Umeko's probably not going to use this eye patch.
Do you think that's real spit?
I-
Throws it at Samosa.
A glass.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Samosa freezes. Ah, no, my one use.
I mean, if you open it, I can try tasting it, and if I get
Oh,
paralyzed.
yeah.
I would advise not tasting this.
But how will you know if it's real spit or not?
I can always check to see if it's magical. That's the
Check the
safer
label.
option.
What's the
That
ingredients?
too.
Well, not as fun,
Is
is it?
Is it like have like a list of ingredients on the back, Kaz?
Yeah,
No.
is there like a not safe for children
Yeah,
over 3 or something on
No,
there?
it's like do not use this. This is a memorabilia item. Do not throw at someone. Avoid
You know,
for
I
avoid
think if you
people.
spat on someone. Sorry.
They're going Locksley?
You know, I think if you spat on someone, that they would be momentarily paralyzed in shock.
You got a good point.
Just
Yeah,
just
you do.
For at least a solid
Really.
6 seconds of what the fuck actually happened. That's an entire round.
True.
Oh, that was weird, guys. Oh, that was crazy. Now, anyway, bam.
You get advantage on retaliating? Yeah.
That's fair. I did just I just spat on him. But no. What's currently happening? Are you guys trading?
Yeah, so I'll take
I
the
think-
spit, I guess.
Yeah, okay. I'll take the Shaman Queen poster.
Wow.
There we go.
You take the spit.
I'll take the
Alright.
spit.
You take
Yeah.
the spit.
You have the Fiend King saliva. Babora.
Yeah. Yeah.
Samosa just hoarding Phoenix Orb merch right now. As
It's true.
Nandini just gives you all a alright. These are pretty fun. But as she goes over, you got any bona of the day? As he asks the Oni. As the Oni just explains, going through a list of the various things. Alright, I'll be back here later. As she turns. Alright. Should we go find the One Piece? Oh wait, I lied. Sorry, forgot. Chifu. As she's talking to the Blue Oni, Chifu, what you get? The first is a coin. As there is a picture of a Nekomata. A Nekomata beast bag with a coin on their forehead. As this is the coin of Niyoh. The beast bag.
Oh my god.
And the other item you have is a skull. A top hat wearing skull. Chibi. With like little tiny spindly bone arms. Holding a giant double-necked guitar. Sorry, a double-necked shamisen and sitar. As it goes one direction shamisen, one direction sitar. This is the demon god character. Prook.
Oh wait, say that one more time.
This is
Is this basically a Brook reference?
this is basically a Brook reference.
The one character in One Piece I hate the most. This is awesome.
It really do be like that.
This is fitting. Also to note, that is Anna's favorite One Piece character.
There you go. You got Prook chibi just for Anna, as the Kodama stands next to Prook and gives it a nod, and then a hug, and then turns to you and gives you a thumbs up in your palm. And how do you take in your quarry?
He just kind of figures from the attachment of it, the crook doll is the Kodama's like treasure and happy with it, so he leaves that alone. As for the coin of Meowth, he identifies it immediately just to follow up on his statement of like the card game is better, and just like all right, yeah, the Meowth's coin thing, yeah, first generation, I remember at least, and just like pockets it.
As Nandini's eyes are just trailing the coin, as on the way after your whole encounter with Onibox, you guys are searching around for the One Piece, continuing your search, as Nandini's explaining to Cupid Arcane Carp and why Arcane Carp's so cool, and how like Arcane Carp starts at level 0, and when you level him up to level 2, he becomes this grey ass dragon, but goes back to being a weak fish. But that's okay, because that's part of the charm. Once you got to climb the waterfall to get the superpower, and explaining the whole thing to Cupid, and how like when the story is of is based on this Shian myth of the fish that tried hard, of Kami, or of Nami, who when he tried, he was able to ascend and become this koi dragon when in one of his tales. But as she's explaining that to you all, a little you all see in the distance a figure on huge stilts, making their way, parading through the street of people. As you see this figure, give me a second, parading through the streets.
Oh, it's Ruffy Shigeru.
As you see this figure in a grand, extravagant jolly and hakama combo, wrapped in a 3-layered kimono. As you can see, 5 puppets dancing underneath them, all wearing different metallic masks. As this one, the mask, the figure on the stilt is wearing, this performer, is of a has salt steel walls on it, as they wear a Hanya Oni mask. As they have give me a moment to find which mask they're wearing. As they are wearing the bronze mask, as I'm going to share with you guys what that looks like. As the bronze Hanya mask is this. As you see them wearing this mask, parading towards you all, swirling these fans around, dancing through the air, bringing a mist of frost around them. They present, opening the shutters of their fan as you watch the puppets dancing around them. They reveal to you They reveal 8 tickets on this on their fan. Tickets to the Valkali Amphitheater in Glass Market on the Pentalogy Tales show that's happening tomorrow. As they hand you the fan, or hand you the ticket on the fan, you'll notice there's 2 extra tickets. One is actually for Alu. Sorry, there's 9 tickets. One's for Alu, one's for Nandini, and one is for Mashiro, as they are also with you. As you guys are moving through the streets, how do you guys react to seeing this figure? Do you take the tickets? What do you guys do? As they hand these to you.
I would actually want to do an insight check just specifically on the moment that it hands out tickets to also for Alu. And are we still able to see Mashiro? Because I know Mashiro usually exists on like okay, so Mashiro is still wandering kind of around.
Yeah, Mashiro will be with you guys. Yeah. During the
Yeah,
festival,
it would be
he's too
so
busy
weird.
bugging Umeko around. But yeah, if you want an insight, you can still count definitely. If you want to make that insight check. As does anyone else?
I'll do it at
What's her?
I'll do it at disadvantage because it doesn't seem too weird because they are like figures present.
Yeah.
So 14.
14. As with your insight, as does anyone want to do anything? Does you guys take the tickets? How do you guys respond to the fig offering these free pieces of for the show tomorrow?
Oh, thank you. And Samosa will take a ticket, and Alu will bow and also take the ticket.
Nandini joining in, bowing as well. Thank you. That's what you do, Cupid.
I was gonna make a joke. Cupid hits him with the pencil quarterstaff. Like, just as a joke, but not actually. But yeah, they
Sweep
take
the leg,
ticket.
Cupid. Sweep the leg.
Do you want to try?
Sweeps the leg, right?
Go ahead, roll a attack for me.
Dum dum. It was the joke. I'm not actually doing it.
Okay, if you don't want to know, worries. Sorry, what do you do, Cupid?
That's. I just take the ticket.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm munching on a bunch of food.
Nomin away on those skewers. As what about yourself, Umeko and Locksley?
I'm gonna take a tick. Oh, sorry.
No, you go.
Oh, I was gonna take a ticket, but also do an insight check as well.
Go ahead, roll me an insight as well.
I have advantage.
What about yourself, Locksley?
Yeah, no, Locksley will do the same. Take the ticket. Have an insight check. See what's up.
Go ahead.
This place is still all new stuff.
Mm-hmm. What about yourself, Meiying?
Yes.
It's probably been a minute, but maybe like matching the like elegant style of how they move down the street, and when they go to like present the tickets, just grabbing one just as gently and giving them a bow of thank you.
When you guys do bow and thank them, they give a deep bow to themselves, as all the puppets bow as well. As with your insight checks, did you want to make one as well, Meiying, or were you just taking it in?
People watching's very fun.
Excellent. As Locksley and Chifu, as you two, if there is suspicion, it kind of takes on after the initial handing of the tickets and the quick bowing. As although there is that suspicion and just the intrigue, the fact they've given a ticket even for Alu and Samosa, and Alu and Alu and Mashiro. Normally, these they wouldn't have trouble getting in if they wanted to. But then again, they're clear and are people-esque. So maybe it's not that weird, right? As you two think on it, as
he is in costume.
Exactly, he's in costume, right? As you take that he's in costume, this is just some performer, right? But before you even have a chance to think more on it, they're gone. As Umeko and Meiying, as you would notice that when they move, up until this point, because you would see them from a distance, as you were watching them, they hadn't interacted with anyone else. Other than dancing and performing around you guys, you two would notice that they hadn't. Even after giving you your tickets, once you go to search for them again in the crowd, you'd notice them hunch over, and once they've joined in with the people, they're gone. And as you look at the ticket, the Valkali ticket show for tomorrow, with the tale of the bronze mask at the glass market, this is the same theatre you are all tasked with protecting or searching, while the others are searching for different theatres. As Umeko, how does that insight information form going forward? How do you share this thought with anyone else? Do you think much on it?
I think she puts two and two together, but I think rather than like being all like she's quite chill and laid back and like just enjoying the festival, but I think immediately like she realizes that they're here to do things apart from enjoy the festival, and she kind of just locks in and is very much more focused than usual, and she's kind of taking it in more as a adventurer rather than a festival goer now.
What about yourself, Meiying?
Definitely noting the fact that they had enough tickets for everyone. But kind of like Umeko, still remembering that while things are quite fun, we've been asked to help, and just being ready to help deal with traps as she is familiar with.
As taking that on, it's as you maybe it might be even time to stop searching with the One Piece as you make your way onto the job. As making your way to Glass Market. Glass Market is up the hill of Garo. As you ascend up, you're moving through thick, wide streets that like the festival begins to dim down. But as you move through, seeing these glass fish statue around and these grand lampposts wrought out of both glass and iron and stone, as you move through the streets towards the glass market, you see this grand fire like conch like construction. This building, the Valkali Amphitheater, with motifs of the lanternfish all around it, a design iconography of volcanoes and such, grand flowers blooming upwards and climbing along these channels that were wrought into the building, making up this grand courtyard and garden. You see outside a woman, a tall woman, powdered skin, white skin, her horns also powdered, as she wears these red markings along her, as she wears iconographic of Kabuki, as her outfit, purple and ornate, wrapped this sari that she wears is gilded with grand gold embellishments. As she swirls through the air, pacing up and down, hands steepled before her, as she's thinking on something. She sees you all coming towards her, and as she glides towards you, she stops you. Apologies for any alterations of your plans, but the theatre is closed for the evening. Sadly, there will be no pre-festival shows tonight. My deepest apologies.
Yeah, why is that? Because we just got handed these lovely tickets by some performer, so bit of a shame.
I mean, surely those are for tomorrow's show, which the today's show would have been walk-ins, but we've moved them onto the street, so you're welcome to see them out parading for you. She emphatically suggests sending you back down the hill after wandering up this way.
Why the sudden change then?
Well, we're in need of urgent repairs and urgent maintenance before the show tomorrow to make sure everything is perfect and tip top. And so we had to sadly close the theatre for most of this week. Again, I deeply apologize as theatre director Simran Kira.
Repairs and some works. That's I'm sure that's something we can help with.
As an
we've got quite a collection of useful skills.
Nandini, having left you guys earlier, upon mentioning Tajima, she rushes forward. Why didn't you say so sooner? She started whispering.
Well, I mean, this handsome face, I kind of thought that'd be obvious. Of tales of adventures not spread far enough?
As she leans in closely, well, I don't suspect that I'd be able to see through, even with my Kirin sight, I cannot see through masks. Who is this charming fellow that is behind the mask, may I ask? Of Taj.
Locksley just lifts up the rabbit mask to the Herringon face, winks and puts it back down.
She looks back as you watch her cheeks flush pink as she pulls out a fan and fans over her face, covering her eyes. Oh, my mistake. How could I not imagine you were one of Tajma's many heroes? Oh, please, may I ask you assist this damsel, this theatre directing damsel who seeks your aid, hero?
Well, can't leave someone waiting if they need help.
I mean, in fairness, we were looking for the One Piece.
Oh, that's... Well, you might find the One Piece inside if you wish to help. Hero. I don't know what she said, so... She didn't say so, like, in such a... I couldn't break... I broke character for a moment. As she turns to you, Chifu. Well, you are welcome to try find the One Piece within the theatre, if you would like to help. Or mayhaps I could provide a clue as thank you for your assistance.
Yeah, that'll help with some ideas I have.
As does anyone say anything?
I have been waiting to ask you something though, in regards to like finding the One Piece and all that, and as they've been wandering around, just out of curiosity of it, because I think Meiying could also notice this as well. Have there been any thieves' cant signs like about and things like that? Because in the whole thing of like find this treasure, Chifu's just kind of been looking around in suspicion of like, you know, maybe somebody clever enough to do that might actually leave like really obscure clues like that around.
So it's interesting because the only people that like can read these gun are here, and the only people that have noticed any markings, any sign of where to go searching for the One Piece are here. As you specifically, those that could read Thieves' Con, are the only ones that notice these signs pointing you around the place as you search on this chase. And smash cut, sadly, Shifu, for the entire evening. Even after your job, after your task, day comes, but the One Piece is never found.
Oh no.
As coming back to the scene, as the Kabuki theatre director, please, I mean, this is we had hoped Tajima would aid. We've heard so much about your grand exploits. You surely you can. I can put my faith in you. As she turns again to Locksley, batting her eyelashes.
You have my word, which is the word of Tajima, that we will do our very best to aid you.
Excellent. Come, I'll guide you in, but I shan't go any further, for I fear the horrors within.
Horrors is where we do our best work.
Do you have any more information about these horrors within? Like what specifically awaits us? Like we know of Yohkai activity, but that can range from anything to anything.
So, well, it is all sorts of issues. They seem to be pulling tricks of all sorts, placing grease buckets over the toilet stalls, pulling the rugs along the hallways, throwing the wiring within the elevator to cause it to stick and trap those within, and even causing harm to the stage itself.
Is this on sacred ground at all? Are there
No,
any...
of course not. Well, I mean...
spiritual occurrences nearby?
There've been none since we began rehearsing for this show. And of course, as a theatre, it is sacred. It is the will of Sheehan to dance, to craft, to love the form of art that we play, that we make.
But this
Her
is
crackle coming
seemingly
in
a
with
random.
full of flames. As sorry, continue.
This is seemingly a random event that's occurred to this theater and all the other theaters.
Yes, it's all almost like a click of the thumb and the finger. As soon as we had learnt of the scripts, as soon as everything was delivered, every single one of the 5 theaters has been plagued.
As if, like, did you receive the script from anyone, or did you write that yourself?
No, they were delivered. L.E.UT Vashiyo, the creator, had sent them to us.
Okay.
And the props obviously made by. Go on, sir.
Oh, sorry. No, you finish. Sorry.
Even the props, they were crafted by his choice of fellow. Sorry, Umeko.
I was gonna ask, has there been like any like problems with previous like retellings of Demon God at all? Like any kind of like superstitious kind of things going on in the past?
Roll history.
Okie dokie. Ooh, that's a 10.
To your knowledge, no. But also with like your research, you hadn't done the most extensive search into this the Demon God shows during Oni-Ko.
So maybe someone just has a problem with Elliot. Maybe didn't like the newest issue of Demon God and is taking it out on the festival.
Mayhaps. But we are like mice chasing trails of cheese in search of this mystery. But we have fallen into the mice's trap. If that is the case.
And you have no enemies? Any problems? Nothing recently?
None that I can think of other than those other kabuki kills. But that is theatrical rivalry. That is simply us seeking to bring out the best in each other's performers. No.
I completely understand, but we don't know what we're dealing with here apart from
No, of
possible
course.
yokai.
You are the expert, and none of our niyoh seem to understand the issue at hand either. As no, niyoh is basically the priests on the priests of the setting.
Well, I don't know. I don't think we're getting anywhere with any more of this.
Well, if we don't have the answers out here, best we try to find them inside, eh?
We could find some more clues, yeah.
Right.
You're also missing some VIP items, correct?
Yes. Our goodie bags, for the special guests of honor for tomorrow's show. They have disappeared, and we'd hope that you could find those as well, as we assume the yokai have the yokai acts have misplaced them.
Are there any? How do we identify these missing items?
Oh well, they are purple bags with the Demon God logo up on the front, and there's also the emblazoned gold letters. Very important person. goodie bag.
That makes it easy.
Yes. She nods.
I can see why someone might try to get their hands on those.
Oh yes, there's
But
no finer merchandise for the demon guard within, and thank yous and gifts of Garo. The most bountiful of our harvests, the most fine of our crafts. And this, who wouldn't want to take Garo's gold, Garo's treasure? The Aurora is ours.
very good point.
Many wish to steal it, but please, I am taking too much of your precious time with my worries and my qualms.
Well, leave it to us, and we will have this theatre up and ready by end of day, I'd think.
Hey, out of curiosity, since
Guys.
I was just kind of quiet during the whole exchange, could I make an insight check just for watching the conversation that was kind of going on?
Mhm.
Of like, is she just really in character? I guess kind of not in character, but like, you know, how she expresses herself is just naturally more theatric and things like that because
go
of the
ahead.
trade,
Roll
or if
insight.
like she's actually trying to fool.
Yeah.
16.
It's definitely like as your assumption is correct. This is clearly theatrical, but like her purpose
Okay,
behind
yeah,
it
yeah.
isn't. You're not too sure yourself, but with the 16, you can tell like this is like there is a hamminess to it that comes with the exactly theater kid energy. This is the head of the theater. Oh,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Why wouldn't they be so gaudy, so loud?
They
Let's be
don't
with it.
have an off switch.
Exactly, they can't. But yeah, is there anything else you ask her as she guides you? Is there anything you do the insight check information?
Oh no. At least not in front of her, because that'd be really rude.
Well,
I guess I'm not sure if we could. No, go ahead.
No, sorry. She guides you to the Torii Gate entrance. This grand door decorated with characters dressed in fish motif costumes, made of glass and stone that make the entryway, and amongst wood. As they hold walls, as they hold it, as if like holding the door shut. There are these knockers that, when touched, cause the entire wall to like this trail of like magma to flow, illuminating the door as it opens to allow you in. As
Since
sorry?
we are going through a Torii Gate, right?
Mhm.
Since you had mentioned Chifu now can specifically understand the Kodama, that is something I would like to ask. So I guess it'd be an Arcana check of just communicating. Like, is this Torii Gate have any like significance or sort of properties to it, or is it just like a piece?
It's both, because it's like creativity, art is a form of worship and is religious to Shiin culture. So it would hold like your timing trailer also would let you know that like its cultural significance, its religious significance, and its artistic significance are all intrinsic, and it is part of celebrating that, and like it is a piece of the set.
Mhm.
But at the same time, that doesn't stop it from meaning that it's still important, it's still significant in its place. And even with its
gotcha.
and even with and the Kodama, there are gasps and oohs as they look to it. But as you guys step in, I'm going to put you guys on a map before we do a thing. As Cupid, Chief, Locksley, as a felt carpet lays before you, as within, and as imprinted in the on the carpet is a rangoli pattern decorated with iconography of floral iconography, but also of volcanic and geometrical and aquatic iconography. Give me a second, I'm going to find the place where I had it in the map. As I am going to ask how you guys are feeling going into the task at hand. Why has it taken you all the way over to them? Oh, of course it has, that's why. Focus pink here. Just give me a second, as I am going to just give the cane camera access to your information. Yes, Samosa. Who else am I missing? Umeko. And Chifu, Cupid. Meiying. As you all step into the area, the rangoli pattern on the floor, you can see the pillars rising high with that glass ornate iconography again of the actors, but not just of kabuki, but of Naganatayam, a style of dance that is historical to Shian culture, but props of outfits, armor, and even like iconography and weapons of Demon God. As you can see, the walls lined with posters of other shows, and a concession booth before you with masks, manga stacked up high, boxes underneath, and a standee cutout of the characters and the set before you, of them behind a golden torii, or before a golden torii gate, as the heroes stand all in heroic poses, as Demon God at the front is standing behind 5 masked powerful figures that loom over him, as the masks on the table denote the red Hanya mask of Demon God, but also of other characters. And speakers line the corners amongst beside Kamainu statues and koi fish statues, as the 2 large doors are illuminated by the light shining in from outside. As going down the list, I'm going to ask, how are you feeling? Cupid. Or actually, what I'll do is I'll start off with Samosa first, then I will go down the list. But that's where we are going to actually end the session and make it part 2, because time has run away with me. But I will explain after in a second. But yeah, Samosa, how are you feeling going into the task at hand?
Samosa is feeling cool, calm, collected, getting out of the festival mode and now into job quest mode, almost.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Umeko?
I think the same as Samosa. She's out of festival mode, she's ready to investigate, she's ready to just lock in and see what the hell's going on, because this entire situation's piqued her curiosity to like absurd levels.
Of course. Cupid, how are you feeling? Dragoon's typing. Pop in chat when you're ready. How are you feeling, Meiying?
She's quite excited. She's ready to see all the little goodies, both not as favorable as other, hidden for them to explore and find, and ready to make sure that everything will go off without a hitch.
Mm-hmm. What about yourself, Locksley?
They're glad that worked so smoothly to get them in. Even if it was their job and all. 2, they're ready to do this job, and they are going to absolutely be a bit more theatric, because why not? They're in a theatre, so they're just going to dial it up for going forward. And they're also thinking, they have absolutely got to leave here with one of those VIP bags for themselves.
Yeah.
Even if we
While-
find them all. It's just, yeah, no. We did not find them all.
No. Cupid, excited to fight. What about yourself, Shifu? As the theatre director has not joined you and had instead stayed inside or stayed outside to let you guys get underway, you would have all noticed on the streets guards hanging. Oh, not guards, sorry. You would have noticed a silver dragonborn hanging posters on the walls. As the dragonborn covered in slime is seen hanging posters of mugshots of Olu and Samosa. And it exclaims and reads out as followed. As let me find my news and rooms. It reads, "Have you seen this Loxodon? Call Miss Taiko at the nearest message box. No reward." As sorry, Shifu, continue.
So,
You would have seen
so
this
we
being
all
hung.
end up seeing that sign.
Yeah, you would have seen these being hung up, or have already been hung up around the city as you were moving through the market during Samosa's stealth. When you guys weren't with Samosa, they began to start popping up.
And since Samosa's joined you, she's been stealthed the entire time.
Nandini's tail helping.
Yeah, I was always because we're about to start on investigation stuff and the things an hour cast. Getting inside, not seeing the signs, not really knowing how he feels about the guy who gave us the tickets. Well, after we had passed them, of like, because that's where you indicate like that's when the uneasy feeling would set in. Like well past interacting with them, and feeling kind of weird about the person who is excited to see it, the team that is excited to see us as well. He just walks in and kind of greeting everyone except for Olu and Samosa. A bunch of the Kodama start to appear for Pass Without Trace, and everyone with exception of Samosa and Olu has passed without trace, including Chifu. And for that, his last spit on it is just kind of passing by the armor here. Just kind of suggests we should maybe pay attention to our surroundings a bit more carefully. And he just goes to stealth with a 22.
I'm actually going to save that.
So
if you
Kimmy-
could save the rolls for next session, if that's okay.
Mhm.
Only just because
gotcha.
we'll forget by next session. But as you step aside, you would see the Kodama pointing at Samosa, Wojak pointing as they do so. But as you pass without trace, creating like a armor almost around you, Shifu, and like a distortion in the air as your form is like a rolling like a storm cloud that has come and gone. You basically pass without a trace. As we are going to call that part 1 for your group, and then come back to this hopefully in a week's time. I'm going to click stop
I thought we
recording.
were making good time too.